I can see all of your beautiful faces. This feels very intimate, doesn't it? Thank you very much for coming out this evening. Before we get to welcome out the real stars, I just want to say that we're here to celebrate British MMA, wonderful athletes, a little bit about the 30-year anniversary for the UFC as well. We're going to hand over some time to these microphones so that you get to ask the fighters some questions. And when they come out, let's give them a big old welcome, shall we? We don't get to do that this much here in London, so let's make them feel super welcome. And before that, just a note, the UFC 286 tickets go on sale Friday morning, 10 a.m. UK time. This Friday, that's like a day and a half left. You can go via Axis and Ticketmaster. With all of that out the way, let's get to it. So please, your warmest welcome now, London, to the former Cage Warriors champion. He's in a rich vein of form since switching his attention to 145 pounds. Please welcome Nathaniel Wood. Right to the end there, sir, right to the end. Thank you very much. All right. He's the second ever UK fighter to go to 10 fights unbeaten in the UFC, which is crazy. He's currently the number 4 ranked UFC featherweight. It's only AAA, Arnold Allen. I'm switching up between fist bumps and handshakes here. You can go just over here, please. And I wonder who we got next. Oh yes, this guy. So made history by becoming the only second ever athlete from the UK to wear UFC gold. Please welcome the reigning UFC welterweight champion, Leon Rocky Edwards. Here you go. Gentlemen, get comfortable.
Dad.
I've got to start with you, champ. Yep. I'll let you get that bottle open. So I know you've been in London for a couple of days now, but it's been, what, like 6 months since you've been leading that champ life?
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell us the top line. Like, what's really good about wearing the belt?
You got a lot more friends, a lot more family members. But apart from that, just enjoying it. You know, I get to spend time with my family, provide a better life for my family, and yeah, just enjoying the fans' reaction to the KO as well. You know, so it's been fun. It's been a good time.
Did you have a moment after you won the belts where you kind of were a bit reflective about your journey, whether it be from childhood days or even from stepping into the gym?
Yeah, it was, for the first like 2 or 3 weeks, it's like a surreal moment. I left like the belt on my dining table in my house, and every day I get coffee, I like look at the belt, you know, thinking, oh, that's mad that it's in Birmingham.
Like a gold robe that you have your coffee in now as well.
Nah, just straight boxes, but it's okay. But yeah, just like seeing the belt every day and thinking, oh, that's mad that it's in Birmingham or back in the UK, you know. So it's been a long road to get there, and I'm happy to be leading the charge for UK MMA, and hopefully have the boys next to get belt and bring it back home, you know.
Yeah, we'll get on to that. And I think that deserves a round of applause, though. Now, some other stars were born on your title-winning performance. How's Coach Dave doing? That rousing speech in the corner, is he now an international speaker getting gigs, like motivational talks all around the world?
He's actually got offered from like the university to like.
Has he really?
Have talks, okay. Yeah. Was like, oh, that's not my thing. Like that's your shine, you know. He's like, it's funny, but yeah, he's good. But that's the credit to like a good team, right? Just having like a good coach that knows you in and out. That even when you're down on the scorecards, can push you to get that energy that you need to go out there and get the job done, you know, like he says, pull it out of the fire, like he says, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm forever grateful to Dave and to my whole team, and yeah.
Because I'm not looking to kind of overplay it or downplay it, just straight get your thoughts on that. When I don't know if you can even remember, but sitting on that stool and hearing your coach be on you in such a way, like, did it interrupt the thoughts that you were having at the time and perhaps change the rhythm in which you were approaching the next round?
Yeah, 100%. It was more frustration from my part, just thinking, like, you went through all that, got to this point, and then you're gonna throw it all away. You know, that's what was going through my head. And then I was like, Dave, like, woke me up, just saying, mate, like like the same thing, just like get your shit together basically, and go out there and get it done. And that's what I did. Went out there and land that beautiful headshot and get it done, and that was it.
Beautiful it was, yes. Now, you're here, obviously, to greet these fine people tonight, but on your way to doing so, you have visited the O2. What is that like? Now you're the champion, this arena behind you, it's a huge building, you know the history, but now you're the man, front and center.
It's amazing, it's weird, right? I went yesterday to like do photos, and I went like through the fan entrance. I was like, this is mad, I've never been in O2 to see it like that, you know. I've always like seen it from like the back entrance, but yeah, for me it's like a dream come true, you know, to be able to headline a card back home. I was meant to do it before with Woodley. We got pushed back because of COVID, and
so bad.
Like
fight week, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But imagine like the full 360 now, like how it's played out. Like now I'm coming back as a champion, defending about the second pay-per-view in the UK, and to be the front runner of that. It's a proud moment for me, you know. I think it's a proud moment for all the guys in the UK. So yeah, it's good, man. If you could ask anybody in any mixed martial arts gym, like what would be your ideal scenario, that it would be that, like headline a hometown show. Would you about defending your belt?
Yeah,
that would be it, you know. So I would take it with both hands and run with it.
Here we go. And on the note that you said there, because you're always, in everything you say, it's about the community, it's about the other fighters, the UK. And I've been lucky enough to see you in the gym, and perhaps it's not obvious to everyone, but you're a leader in that gym, you're one of the coaches, you're always helping the others, it's one of your driving forces. So can you give us a little bit of an idea of what the state of UK MMA is like, and how excited we can all be about the next crop of talent?
I think it speaks for itself, right? We got guys like Arnold now coming down to the gym to train, and when I first got into mixed martial arts, it was about, you can't be champion from here. You need to go to America to train. You can't train in the UK for too long. Get to a certain level, then you have to leave, you know. But I think now the guys, Wood, Arnold, everyone is doing their part to show that mixed martial arts in the UK and Europe is growing leaps and bounds. And we've now had the second champion, which is me, and then guys like Arnold got 10 fights in a row. Like, there's not guys outside us doing that, you know what I mean? So I think as long as we keep believing in our skill set, believing in our team, and we can bring more belts to the UK, you know, that's my aim, and I'll keep my one here. And now it's up to the boys to go out there and get their belts. You know?
Absolutely. Is it a case yet of heavy as the crown, though? Because you are the champion, you're leading the charge, but that's a big responsibility. You've always kind of said that you wanted it. Now you have it. How does it feel?
Feels damn good. I don't want to keep it. Yeah, 100%. I don't feel the pressure of like I said, the champ life, because my career is like growing like gradually, right? I went from ups and downs with my career through the pandemic. I didn't get to fight for like almost 2 years. I got removed out the rankings, even though I'd like the most wins in the old division. So it wasn't like a smooth sailing to the top. It was kind of like an up and down thing, and I had time to like grow with it mentally more than like it was an overnight success. And it's like, oh, it's a big shot that I'm a champion now. And I just knew that eventually I'll get there, as long as I just stay true to myself and to my team.
Yeah, I have to say, I got to visit Leon quite a few times, like over the pandemic and stuff. He was sick of seeing my face, and I always felt really uncomfortable asking him the same questions when fights weren't playing out and the opportunities weren't coming. And I was always sort of looking across thinking, I'm kind of feel like I'm rubbing salt in the wound. So this is great. We can now talk about you got there. It's the most positive thing in the world. You never gave up hope.
Nah, never. That's like credit to the way I grew up, my environment, my parents, my team, and just turning my focus probably away from, I think that's why I talk so much about others, you know, like, I think it was only about me, like, oh, I want to be this, I want to do that, then I probably would have been like more down on myself. But having like people depending on you, and having a good team behind you, having a family that you want to provide for, and thinking like you're good enough to go out there and do it. You know, I've always kept that in my mind, that I am better than these guys to go out there and do it. And now to be able to like go out there, show the world, take out the pound for pound number one that everyone said it was impossible to do, and I'm looking to do it again come March.
I look forward to the movie in 20 years' time, 15 years' time, whenever it is, whenever you hang up your gloves and you continue this journey. It's remarkable stuff, Leon. Arnold, joining him. There's some connections here between you and the champ now. You are someone that took their training elsewhere to Canada, for good reason as well. You know, GSP did some good stuff out of that gym. But what's it like having had the thought about taking your career elsewhere and now bringing it back to the UK and training back on home soil and still, I guess, evolving and developing?
Yeah, it's been nice. You know, the levels have gone up. Obviously, place like Renegade, coming up there, training with people like Leon, obviously is, yeah, he's a world champion for a reason, and I'm in the gym to do the same thing. So, yeah, that's the place to be.
What is it that you miss about Canada, though? Good, good. It does nothing. We're better.
Faraz Sahab, you know, he's the man. He's for me, he's like the best tactician I've ever worked with. You know, he's got an eye for fighting. Like whenever he watches fights, the way he breaks them down is, I don't know anyone that breaks fights down the way he does. So he's the reason for me why GSP was. You know.
You've been in a few different gyms around the world now, and I know that you have your home base of BKK fighters in Colchester, but obviously visiting the guys at Renegade, Leon's crowd. What is it that they do over there that keeps you going back and getting better?
It's just a good team, you know, like a bunch of good guys. We all want the same thing. Like we all want to be world champion. We all want to be the best. Leon's done it, so we've seen him do it. Now we all want to do the same thing, and the blueprint's there. So all we got to do is do the same stuff, keep working hard, stay humble, and your dreams will come true.
And yeah. And give us a sense of how much Leon's achievements helps guys like you, especially where you're at in particular right now, because you've got your fingers right at the top of that division. You can, one away from a title shot, fingers crossed?
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of comparisons with like the trajectory, you know, a lot of setbacks, a lot of people sort of snubbing you, people looking past you, you not getting the opportunities you deserve, and injuries, all that stupid shit. And you know, I've had the same thing. People always say the same thing. And you know what? Like before you were champion, someone said it to me as an insult. He's like, "You're becoming the new Leon Edwards," and I was like, "I'll take that." Like, you know, what are you talking about? That guy's future champion. What are you on about? Yeah, literally. I was like, "What are you on about, man?" Like, but yeah. So I'm happy with that. If people want to compare them, that's the journey. You know, he stayed quiet, worked hard, got the wins, and that's what I want to do too.
The last time we saw you perform in London, that was, for me, probably a breakout performance for you. I know that you've obviously, you know, put together this incredible win streak, but the value, the name value, and the way that you went about your work as well. Like, why did everything come together so perfectly on that night?
I got poked in the eye. I could see three Dan hookers, so I just went wild. Literally. Yeah.
What was it like to be around the fans, though? The eruption, the way that you saw it, and also, I guess, you know, if you have a sense of Team UK, there were so many standout performers that night, and obviously you were right at the spearhead of the card. I'd imagine that your adrenaline was probably a level that it's not been at before you even walked out.
Nah, same old. Like, didn't, you know? I love the crowd; it's amazing, but just focus on the job at hand. You know, you don't let it change the way you're going to fight. You don't let it get in your skin and like change the way you think. You need to be cool, calm, calculated. You know, get the job done.
I guess that's what makes you guys a little bit different to everyone else. Nathaniel, good evening. Sorry, I feel like we're miles away over there. Your next fight, I'm probably going to get in trouble for this. I don't love it when fellow UK fighters go up against one another, but then at the same time, I see how big a fight this is. Obviously, you're going up against Lerone Murphy at UFC 286. That's a big old fight, but what's your take?
100%, you know, it's a massive fight. It's I think it's got fight of the night written all over it. You know, not that I'm intending on it being a fight of the night. You know, I want to be a performance of the night for myself. But yeah, you know, Lerone's a cool guy. I know him. We're quite friendly on Instagram and stuff. And yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. We've got UK versus UK, but you know, it's it's a fight at the end of the day. So I just intend on obviously giving the crowd a good fight, a good show, and come out victorious.
Manchester top team, GB top team. I don't think I'm guessing when there's actually like a little bit of an affiliation between management and coaches, etc. Was there ever a time when you and Lerone might actually have been sparring partners?
Yeah, so there's been a few times where he was meant to come down to ours, we was meant to go to his. I actually asked him for some advice when I was moving up to featherweight, because obviously he was a featherweight. I thought, I think I messaged Arnie about, like, would you sort of walk around that? I'm thinking of moving up. Is this the kind of thing, I could do? And he gave me a lot of advice. So, respect to him on that. And, I've shared his posts, he shared mine. And unfortunately, this is the business we're in, but we can have a scrap and then after have a beer together and we'll laugh about the fight after.
Amen to that. Love that. It's a great fight. Really looking forward to it in that sense. It's just for me, I get to know you guys on a personal level, and if I go up to Manchester, I don't want you getting all funny about it. I'll come and see you too. You know how it is. You had a great year. I mean, a load of frustration. What's it like to put frustration, you can all speak to it actually, behind you and finally get out there and express yourself and show the fans what it is you've been working on in the gym?
It means everything. I honestly thought just luck was not on my side. I was out for almost 2 years. Then I had a fight where the opponent pulled out the day before the weigh-ins, and if we don't fight, we don't get paid. So, I still luckily got paid that time when the opponent pulled out the day before. And I look at it as a blessing in disguise, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have moved up a weight. And now I've moved up a weight, I'm comfortable. I think the proof's in the pudding. The last 2 fights I've gone out, as far as I'm concerned, put on a good show. And now I'm happy. I'm not making these silly weight cuts anymore. I haven't got to drain myself before the fight and kill myself making weight. And, I'm honestly enjoying the training camps now. I'm enjoying the process. And, I can fight literally a month after. I fought Jordan 6 weeks after Charles Rosa. I could never do that at bantamweight. So, I feel like I'm finally at the right weight category that I should be at. And, loving every minute.
Love it. Great stuff. Right, time for me to open it up. We're going to go here first, please. Introduce yourself and ask your question.
My name is Ghani, and I've got a question for Leon. Leon, I know you're the man of the people. Can I get a selfie?
Yeah, you can have a selfie.
Right,
go on then.
Oh, look at that! He's breaking up the play here. So let's go over here, and while Leon's doing his photography. Oh, I guess we're having a full-on shoot out here. I tell you what. Someone got a little camera there. All right.
Thank you very much.
Go on. Okay. Yes, sir. What's your name? Where'd you come from? Who's your question for?
Hi, I'm JK from Against the Fence, and I've spoken to you a few times, Nathaniel. I've met you at the signings, Leon, back in July, but I haven't spoken to Arnold before. So my question for Arnold is, now, Tesco reported that the most popular meal deal is a breakfast sandwich, right? 500 milligram of Coke, that's the drink, by the way, flame-grilled steak crisps. Of course, we had to come to the meal deal connoisseur himself and ask for your opinion. Do you concur on that one?
It's bollocks.
That's fantastic. So when are you going to change your nickname to Arnold the Meal Deal Allen?
It's when Tesco get on board. They're being tight.
All right, it's got to sort it out. Who's your manager? We've got to sort it. Let's be real. All right, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Yes, sir.
Hi, my name's Jordan from South East London.
Welcome, Jordan.
I've met everyone on stage a few times. Well, I've met Nathaniel loads. I've met Arnold Allen. I remember I was sitting next to him at UFC London in July. I'm pretty sure I spilled my drink on him at one point. Whoops. But the one person I haven't had a chance to speak to is Leon Edwards. I want to take you back to UFC London in 2019, when you last fought at the O2. Back then, it was a Darren Till show. Everyone was focused on Darren Till. Everyone was overlooking you. Since then, your careers have gone in completely different options. Obviously, you've rose all the way to the top. You've got that belt. You're now one of the best pound for pound in the world. Darren's had a few unlucky losses. Is there anything that you would want to say to Darren right now? Give him any advice or your thoughts on Darren's situation, and I don't know, offer anything out to him right now.
Yeah. For me, I also want see Darren do well. You know, I want him to. I feel like he's a little bit lost as far as like what he's doing and where he's training. One day he's in Thailand, one day he's with Hamzat. But yeah, for me, I just wanted to somehow find his path wherever it is, either it's back in Liverpool where he started or wherever it ends up, and just get back on that, get that confidence back in yourself that you had. Like I said, 2019, when you thought you was the best in the world, and just bring that back into his next fight, you know, and I wish him well.
Appreciate that. And obviously, best of luck for London. And Arnold, best of luck with whatever you get next. Hopefully, Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's throw it over to this side. Your name, sir?
My name's Ash from Against the Fence. My question's for Leon Edwards. A certain welterweight claims that altitude had an effect in your performance against Usman. Is that true?
So what didn't have an effect?
It did have an effect on your...
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The altitude in Birmingham is like 100. And altitude in Utah is like 4,000 above sea level, right? And Usman trains in Denver, Colorado. Yeah. It's like 7,000. So his body's completely used to that kind of air, you know. So I think that was one of my worst performances in my career, and I still ended up getting the job done, you know. So I can't imagine now being back home, back in London, my people. Like, it's gonna be totally different. And I've never lost a fight in the UK, amateur or pro, you know. And I'm bringing that confidence back into that fight, and it's going to be a very, very good night.
Yeah, just to touch on that, what can we see from your performance this time round at UFC London?
Just a more cleaner performance. Like round one, like I felt good in round one, you know, like when I went out there, took him down. He never took down before. They say can't get taken down, took him down. Once hit the mat, I know I'm much better than him. It's easy to take his back and everything. So just being, like I said, just carrying on from where I left off in round 5, just keeping that confidence and just keep it on him from round 1 all the way to 5.
Thank you. Best of luck, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Oh, guys,
Sharp, bro. You look good.
Well, go on, bro.
Come on.
You know. Important question, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm Aaron Wideway Harding, yeah, on behalf of Real Fight Talk and FTE, bro, for the experience.
Yeah.
Now, who is your favorite ring girl, guys? Also, I was going to say, you're looking drippy, bro.
Me?
Yeah, bro, your shoes and your bag.
Thank you, bro.
Jeez.
I want to say, bro.
Thank
you very much. I mean, I'm not going to push you guys on that answer, but we'll talk about that when we get back there.
I'm Rakesh from Birmingham. I don't know if I can follow that one, but I'll give it a go. Good luck anyway for this year for all 3 fighters. My question to Champ. Preparations for the fight against Usman. Are you doing anything different this time round? I know you can't give too much away, but...
Not much different, probably like bringing in a certain training partner. But apart from that, I think I got the right coaches around me and everything I need in Birmingham, you know. So just about I was getting the right sparring that I need, and from there, having a game plan that we can take from the last 2 fights. We'll get a good one together where we can go out there and compete and beat him.
Good luck. Bring it home, man. Bring it home.
Thank you, I will do.
Good luck, all of you.
Romy, bring it home.
I can see that.
Back
Bring
it
it
home, mate. Don't you worry.
Are we going to tell them that I'm the secret training? See my wrestling. Yeah. Yes, please.
As from London, I know there's a lot of questions for you, but I'll add one more to it. So, according to Islam Makhachev, he said that he submitted you in a sparring session at AKA. Now, he's willing to go up to 170 in the future of a couple of title defenses. So, where do you think a match would play out between you two and Yogskin?
I don't think Islam submitted me in training. What was sparred though?
Who was it?
Islam.
Oh, okay.
I think it'll be a good fight. You know, he's improved his striking. I've improved my wrestling, so it'll be a totally different fight. When we first trained, I was 21, 22 years old. I'm now 31 years old. It's like 2 different fights, you know. So apart from that, I got Usman to worry about. I'm not worried about Islam at the moment. I think that's the toughest fight for me right now is Usman, you know. So I'll focus on that, and after that, we'll see where we go.
Best of luck on March.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, please.
I'm Harrison from Bristol. It's
Hello,
for
Harrison.
any of the fighters. I want to know, what do you guys think about, as fighters, the increase in ticket prices from last UFC to this one? It's nearly been an increase of 260%. I want to know what you guys think about that. If there's any opinions on that.
Evan? Your question?
For me, I don't know what the exact prices were. Obviously, I don't get a say in the prices, man. So I just hope that, you know, that people can afford them. As obviously I'd want everyone to be there, but yeah, I don't get a say in the ticket prices, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Good luck, everyone. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Yes, please.
Ethan from London. I've got sort of a combined question for Arnold and Nathaniel. So obviously, Nathaniel, you're now in Arnold's weight division. So I was wondering, when you guys are both at the top of the division, what's the sort of game plan? Are you guys gonna take like an Alja Marab stance, or would Nathaniel be happy to drop back down, or Arnold maybe move up, or could we see like a UK title fight?
Oh boy,
I'm coming for Arnold, man. I'm coming. Nah. All jokes aside, obviously I'm a way off from where Arnie is. You know, obviously he's 9-0 now. UFC 10-0 in the UFC. So I've only just come into the division.
That's done it. You've done it now, haven't you? You've insulted him straight off the bat.
I've got a long way to catch up, obviously, with him. And by then, you know, I'd like to think that I'll be training with him at that point. So yeah, it's a long way off yet.
We've all got the goal to be the world champion, right? You know, so he's fighting Lerone. He said before they're friends. So you get to that position with the same spot, everyone wants to take that spot, right? So
money talks, right?
Thank you, and good luck to all.
Cheers, man.
Yes, please.
Hi, Kanari from Japan. This is
welcome.
This is more of a request than a question. But first of all, congratulations on winning the belt.
Thank you.
This is more of a request than a question. But after you win the belt again, could you please head kick that rat Jorge Masvidal's head back to Cuba?
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, that was it. He's gone. He came all the way from Japan.
He's got a point to prove.
There you go. Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Dom from Manchester. This is a question for Leon. We all saw you send Usman to meet his maker back in Salt Lake City, and we fully expect to do it again in March. Have you planned forward further than Usman? Do you have any plans for the future of the welterweight division with you as champion? Any future opponents?
Yeah. Not really. Like I said, I think Usman is the hardest fight in the top 5 at the moment. You know, he's got, is it Amzat, Bilal? Bilal's a weirdo, so he's not going to throw a shot.
Your man Colby's up there as well.
But Colby's gone missing from and Gilbert, right?
What do you think of guys like Shavkat?
I actually haven't watched him fight.
Really? He's a treat to watch.
Everyone keeps saying he's good. I need to watch him, to be honest. But yeah, for now I'm just focused totally on Usman. Like I said, I think he's the toughest opponent for me in the top 5 right now. So I'll go out there, another headshot again, and then I'll figure out the next move, you know?
Yeah, beat the shit out of him. Good luck to all.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
Hey, how you doing? So I'm Sai from ATF. I promise to keep it short, one question only. And last time I insulted the presenter when I came up here, so I'll try to keep it short. But
did you?
Yeah. I mean, I was
why?
It was in London. So
what happened?
Oh no, you're safe. Yeah,
okay. Getting a little uncomfortable over here now. Shoot, my friend, go.
All right, cool. I was just saying, this is for Arnold Allen. It's about the upcoming potential bouts. Well, I guess what we're trying to get to is like, who do you think the welterweight you'll fight for the belt when it comes to the welterweight division, and would it be, and who do you think it would be? Because of course you've got, if Volkov goes up to fight Islam, then you've got to bear in mind the fact that he might have to relinquish the belt for the division. So when do you think you're ready to fight for it, and who do you think it would be?
I'm lost, man. What's that?
I don't know.
I think he's saying if Volkanovski does succeed and goes up to lightweight, that opens up the division. So who do you think you would then end up facing? Right. We have there is a fight for that. So
the interim.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So Yair Rodriguez and Emmett.
I'm saying, when do you think you're ready to fight for the belt?
Oh, according to the doctor, 6 weeks, but 3 more weeks.
Okay, and you reckon you'll be stepping in for it?
Well, I mean, I won't be ready to fight in 3 weeks, but I'll be ready to start training in 3 weeks.
Okay, cool. And all right, well, that's me done.
Nice one.
Thank you. Yes, please.
I'm Rustem from Uzbekistan.
From Uzbekistan, welcome.
Thank you. Question for Leon Edwards. Can I get some selfie now?
I think he wants a selfie.
Oh.
You've done it. Is your question for Leon, sir?
No.
Okay, fire away. Let's keep this going.
So my name's Usman. I'm actually Nathaniel's sports therapist. So the point I actually wanted to make isn't a question, but more an appreciation. So as a Londoner, I'm sure this whole crowd is behind you. Moving up a division, we know you've mentioned about mental health as well, but as a fan, as a supporter of the game, and as a friend, we appreciate you and we're all behind you, champ.
Thank you, mate. That's a good man right there.
There you go. How much did you pay him? Thank you. You can come again. We love stuff like that. Yes, please.
I have two questions. First one's for Arnold Almighty Allen. I messaged you 3 years ago on Instagram after your fight with Nick Lance, and I asked you if you could follow me back. You replied and you told me you'd follow me back the second you make it big time. It's been 3 years and I've been messaging you ever since.
I'm here for my follow back.
And I feel like the second you knock out Max Holloway, you'll be too big for us. So that's why I want you to follow me back.
It's like now or never, you
think?
All right, we'll get that done.
Okay, and my second question, Leon Edwards, can we face off really quickly and see who breaks eye contact first?
Well, I'm not sure we got like loads of time for that. Let's get through the questions. Let's see how the champ's feeling, and then stick around. We'll see what happens. Yes, please, sir.
My name's LB from London. I kind of forgot my question. Can I have a picture too? Leon.
I think we're going to do. I'm being told. Let's do the photos after. We'll just get a couple of questions, but do stick around. We'll make that happen. Thank you. Appreciate it. Back over here.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I'm all right.
What's going on, boys?
Exactly, mate.
I have two quick questions. So, Arnold, obviously, Nathaniel's moved up to your division. He's had two really good performances so far. What do you think of how he's done so far in your division?
He's looked great. He looked really good.
Come on, Arnold. You've got to be a bit more than that, man.
Why is everyone trying to stir
Is there
something
anything
up?
in particular you liked about his performances? I mean, I'm trying to
It's just
stir a little bit.
That's a lean as well. Nathaniel's got.
He just looked really good, you know, like outclassed two good guys, and showed he was levels above.
And just a quick one for you, Leon. I think it was like a couple of months ago when I came to the opening of your mum's new takeaway. What was it called again? Free
Sweets
plug?
Kitchen.
Sweets
Yeah.
Kitchen. In Birmingham, or is it? Is it
Yeah.
Birmingham, right? Walsall. So everyone go there if you want like Caribbean food and whatever. I saw that there was like a massive family vibe there. You had your brothers, your family, everyone there. I just want to know how important that environment is for you, just as a champion.
For me, just like it was good to give back to my mom, just to be able to like do that for her, to open like a restaurant for her. She's always mentioned it since I was young that she wanted to be like have her own restaurant. So I thought that I think Nate asked what did I do after my fight? What did he splurge on? I said I got everything I need already, so I got that from my mom, and that made me happy, So yeah, that was it. It's good. She enjoys it, and it's doing well. So yeah, all good.
You can just Leon, pay me for the plug later.
Yes, please, mate.
All right, guys. I'm Dexter from Medway. I've got two questions for my Jamaican boy, Leon.
Come on.
All right, first one. Do we think we'll ever see you at 185, or are you staying at welterweight for the rest of your career?
Oh, nah, well, I'm not big enough. I met Alex in New York, Pereira.
Yeah.
He's big.
I don't know how he makes money.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm at welterweight for now.
Until he disappears.
And do you think we'll ever see a UFC Jamaica, especially because you and Aljo are champions right now?
That'd be incredible, not just the major, even for Jamaica, to have the UFC come back to Jamaica. And I'll push it for it, that's for sure.
Thanks,
So,
I'll go.
Oh.
Sounds like a good.
On
Is
the
everyone down for that? Yeah, I thought so.
That'd be good, so yeah, hopefully.
All right, bless. You can knock out Usman again, yeah?
Yeah, in March.
Thank you very much. Yes, please, sir.
Firstly, congratulations on your win. I know you waited a long time to get your hands on that belt.
Thank you.
A lot of fighters, when they get to the top, like you, they try and switch their angles and focus on boxing, trying to get like a big money fight. Like, thankfully, you've not taken that path, which is good. You're pure to MMA. But why do you think a lot of fighters, as soon as they become successful in MMA, switch focus to boxing?
I don't know. I think
that's for everyone, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I think just more, probably the money, right? I think the YouTube boxing it seems like the game getting paid very well, and I think the guys are trying to test themselves in the different sport. Cause we train boxing as well, you know, more than it'd be hard for a guy to come from like a different discipline to come into MMA. Okay, probably an easier fight, more than like it's probably better for us to go into boxing, right? So, yeah, probably that, and also the money part of it as well.
Yeah, I think it's easier to fight some boxing match where it don't matter if you lose against some big boxer, you make millions. Then you fight the next contender and make the same money you always make, right? So, yeah.
Unless you're Woodley, you got fucked up.
A lot of MMA fighters are not apart from Anderson still.
Yeah, not that way. Don't go out that way.
Thank you and good luck.
Cheers. Yes, please.
Hey lads, it's Jin from London. I had a quick question for all of you. Do you guys want to come and watch the football afterwards?
Who's playing?
United and Nottingham Forest.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm gonna
He's going home.
I'll try to Birmingham.
Couple more. Thank you very much.
I've actually got a question for both Arnold and Nath. So we know that Nath obviously moved up a weight, but looking at the bantamweight division, is there anyone on that kind of division you kind of see moving up at some point that could actually be a threat? So we know Sean O'Malley bowled the ideal fight Nath at one point, but again, let's be serious now. Anyone in that?
I'm moving down just to avoid these questions.
I think Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah.
Just because I know he's a very, very big bantamweight, and you know I think eventually he might go, yeah, enough of the weight cuts and move up. But other than that, you know, no one that I actually think would move. Maybe Marab as well. You know, he's a big guy, so big bantamweights.
Thank you.
Yes, please step to the mic.
Hi, I'm Lamin from London. I was just wondering, open to all of you, with Francis Ngannou recently moving out of the UFC and trying to pursue different paths, has that made any change after the fact he was asking apparently for better fight pay for all, health insurance, and on those fronts? Has there been any ripple effects within the company directed towards you guys, mainly you, Leon?
I just see an opening at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Not yet that I've seen, you know. But I think Francis took his stand, and I wish him well in obviously anything he decided to do after either boxing or a different MMA promotion. He's been through a way harder path than that in life. More than like this is just sport at the end of the day, you know what I mean? And we all want to get paid. We want to provide for our family. We're risking our health for entertainment, you know. So I'm all for fighters getting paid what they deserve. And but yeah, wish him well and hope it works out for him.
Thank you. Keep that belt here.
Thank you.
Well, thank
we have time for one more here. Yes.
Hello everyone. My name is Ilham from Kargal, Pakistan. Question for Leon Edwards. Can I get some selfie, please?
Yes.
We'll just do this after we just wrapped up. A couple of things I want to talk to you guys about before we put these mics down is it's obviously the UFC 30th anniversary. Arnold, your earliest memories of your engagement with mixed martial arts, I don't know if it was UFC, local, like what was it?
Yeah, actually, someone gave me a DVD of Vanderlei, and he was like in his pants, headbutting blokes and kicking people on the floor. I think it was like video, like VHS or something, like proper old. And I was like, I want to do that. And
that point,
to this day, I still have never headbutted anyone.
The underpants or the headbutts?
The headbutts. Like it was headbutting some guy, and his face was bleeding, and he was like screaming at him. And I thought, yeah, this is the shit. Like I want to do this, and I've still never headbutted anyone.
Glad to hear it. Nathaniel?
For me, it was the Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz feud. I remember my dad watching that and thinking, you know, I love this. And I just remember as well seeing a clip of the guy with one boxing glove on.
Yeah.
So I will always remember that. I think that's the first sort of stages of mixed martial arts I started watching, you know, the Tito versus Liddell, and then got hooked on it from then.
And I guess actually both you, Arnold, and you, Nathaniel, your dads are very much involved in your journeys into martial. Both have competed before and are still very much involved in how you approach the game today. Like Nathaniel, with that, 30 years celebrating, you know, the fact that you've been on this journey with your dad as well. How special is it to have that father-son thing? We see it with plasterers and builders. Now we've got it in the MMA game as well.
Yeah, it's very special. I think my dad hated maybe the first few years of me training with him because we'd go home and we would have an argument of something in training and take it home and, I wouldn't be listening to him or whatever. But now I'm older and I'm wiser, I know that he had my best interests at heart and, I appreciate every second that I've had with him. So, he's putting the gi back on now. He's almost 60 now. So it's nice to, be able to roll with my dad in the gi. Do you know what I mean? Not many people can say they do that with their dads.
He's a bit of a unit, old pacer. How's it been having him? We see him in your corner as well. He's on this journey with you.
Yeah, having him take care of my my supplements and nutrition has been really helpful. I put on a few kilos since I got on his stuff, but it's been good. Recovery's a lot faster.
Yeah, I bet it is. Very good, very good. Leon, your entry into MMA, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's like nothing to do with that.
Not quite like that, but also I don't feel like it was from watching stuff. Your mum was very much involved in how you came to the sport.
Yeah, I knew nothing about mixed martial arts till I was like 17 years old. When they opened like a gym in my area, I thought it was a kickboxing gym, but it was an MMA gym, and she suggested me going to the gym to keep out of trouble. But my first memory of MMA is probably my first UFC event that I went to. There's I think Chris Lieben in Birmingham.
Right.
Yeah, and I remember it being like the highest, the worst that you could get. It's like £50 for the tickets. He's like, everyone looks small to you. That's probably like the memory that sticks out the most to me is like just remembering being like a fan in the stands, like the worst tickets you could get in the building. Just like thinking, one day, like I want to do this as a career. Just seeing like the crowd reaction and thinking, I hope I'm able to get to the UFC. And now here we are, selling out at O2, defending my belt. What a fucking story.
Mad story. Mad story. Did you ever think, this is such a different landscape from Erdington, UTC, back in the day to where things are now? Did you think that the sport would accelerate at the rate that it has done?
Yeah, because it's always been like a fast-growing sport, Like now in Birmingham, all the kids do mixed martial arts. Like, I don't know no one that's going into like pure boxing or pure this and that. It's always either jiu-jitsu or in the MMA gym, So, like I said, I'm happy to be the front runner of that, to be leading the charge to bring mixed martial arts more popularized in the UK, and these guys as well that's doing it. And so yeah, that's it.
Great stuff. Right, we're just about to wrap this up. I do have something over here, I think, which we have an interested party for. It's up the top here, is it? Right, okay. Let me have a look at this. Leon.
Oh, I'm waiting for this. It should be
You got this. Now, this is a real privilege for me, my friend. This is your UFC Honours Award for Comeback of the Year 2022, Leon Edwards.
Thank you.
Do I get to have a little shake there? Congratulations. And just when you thought we were all done...
I'm about to say it was a headshot.
Oh, you read it. You knew it. Well, here it is. And it's the big one, the knockout of the year. Come on.
Let's go. Thank you.
Congratulations,
man. Thank you.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Big hand for Nathaniel Wood, Arnold Allen, the UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Edwards. And just remember, Friday morning, 10 o'clock, UK time, UFC 286 tickets go Axis and Ticketmaster. I think I got that right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you very much, and good night.